Hey McCormies, is anybody else getting a vibe from this shirt? It's giving like Leah Skywalker. Just me? Just me. Okay. Anyways, hey McCormies, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to today's video, which is pretty much going to be a very simplistic, very easy video. Just pretty much mood reading because I have finished on it in my current present timeline. No offense. I've just finished On a Storm, and I don't know if I'm going to survive it. Anyways, so I've been literally scouring the internet for the next book to read, obviously. Well, actually, it's been 2 days since I finished it in my timeline, I think. I've been reading like a romance book on the side, but the thing is, I need like the main book. And I've been looking all over. I was like, oh, let's read When the Moon Hatched. Thing is, it's the first book in a series. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to be able to live if there's going to be a gigantic like cliffhanger and the second book is not out. It's not coming out until like September, October-ish, I think. I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I don't know anything. I just know like only like the releases that I'm most excited about. I know when they're coming out. Otherwise, just don't even ask. It's okay. Anyways, so I've been scouring and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna read When the Moon Hatched. And I was like, ooh, there's this book called Fireborn, also about dragons. Then I was like, Romy, do you really want to get stuck in another fantasy series where like yeah, maybe it's finished, but still, you're gonna get sucked into another one, and then what will happen to you? What will happen if you don't survive it? Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, let's look for maybe or if it's a fantasy, let's look for something simplistic. I was like, I can't find anything, not a standalone, that like nothing that begged my attention. Okay, nothing that grabbed my attention. I was like, ooh, no, nothing. So I started looking, and I just, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna take the night, and I'm gonna think about it. And so I was crocheting and stuff like that, and watching a booktube video, and then this one booktuber was talking about R.F. Kuang and how she's gonna read the Poppy War trilogy this year. This Destiny said, well, if you guys don't know, and she's read Yellowface and all that, and I was like, I really love the Poppy War trilogy. It was my favorite series, but it was really good and it was really easy to get sucked into it. And I haven't read Babel or Yellowface by her, and she's having a new release this year. Okay, and these are all standalones. I already have Babel on my Kindle, but it is kind of long. And last time I tried to read it, it was kind of slow paced, and I was like, kind of gave up on it. I didn't even put in my currently reading because I was just like, I'm not in the mood for this. And I was like, so what do I do? And I decided, let's read Yellowface. Obviously, here it is, downloaded on my Kindle, ready to go. Okay, I'm literally turning it, going to the next page, because we are gonna read this. I think this is a literary fiction. Literally not up my alley because I am not a literary fiction reader. I read fantasy. I can read romance, no problem. I can read thrillers under certain circumstances. I can read memoirs if I can find the right one. And it kind of depends on my mood if I'm there for a kind of sad and crying feeling. Okay? But literary fiction? Anything that has very, very lyrical writing that kind of has a more slow pace. I need a fast paced book. Something that will get me sucked in right away. And I was like, you know what? I've heard so many good things about it. Let's read it. What's the point? What's the point here, Romy? So I decided, let's read it. And here I am on chapter 1. It scares me because if I don't like this book, it could destroy me and put me in a reading slump easily because I'm already in like a mini slump where I'm like, oh my god, I want Onyx Storm back. I want that first time reading it feeling again. And then I was like, Romy, you can't do that. You can't reread it. You just read it. Yes, I know. I make my rules. It's my reading world. But I was like, Romy, you gotta read something else. So we're gonna read Yellowface. Please tell me that I will survive this. I don't want a reading slump, okay? I have so many videos planned for February because it's Valentine's Day. Well, Valentine's week. Valentine's month. The love of month. So the month of love. There you go. That's it. Okay. Anyways, so I'm gonna read it. So I want to read you guys the first sentence because I think this is a literary fiction and I literally have not read one. I want to document my life. Anyways, so it starts like this. The night I watched Athena Liu die, we're celebrating her TV deal with Netflix. Off the bat, for this story to make sense, you should know 2 things about Athena. First, she has everything. A multi-book deal straight out of college at a major publishing house, an MFA from the one writing workshop everyone's heard of, a resume of prestigious art residences, and a historical of awards nominations longer than my grocery list. Okay, so this is about a girl that died. Okay. Will not cry. Not gonna cry. Okay. Anyways, guys, I've already been talking for way too long and I haven't even started my mood reading journey. So let's go, guys, because we are gonna get sucked into wherever world we're gonna need to, but not so much that we find another read that'll put me in a higher reading slump. No. That's something we're putting off the list. We're not going for another 5-star read. We're going for something that could be a potential 4-star. Something that will keep me going through life and not make me want to think about the ending of Onyx Storm. Anyways, we'll be back. We'll be back. Don't worry, you'll see me again. You'll see my face again. You will forever. Bye bye. Hey, bookwormies. So I'm back. We are here for another update because it's only the next day. Don't worry, guys. And I started Yellowface, and actually, I really like the narrative that it's taking on, and I really like the story because I kind of went actually into the book kind of like blind, and I actually really enjoy the writing and all that. Like I literally like wrote on my notes app some stuff I want to talk to you guys about yesterday because yeah, but it's like it like talks more about like emotional pain and kind of that kind of way and jealousy and like how writers are and like how sometimes it's really hard. Like some people they get publicity really easily and it's just you get swooped in into the writer world and you're like like somebody finds you right away and you turn big really quickly. And then there's like the other side where it's like you have to fight for it and there's like problems and all that throughout. So I really liked seeing that. And this book I feel like it's more like while like I'm really like trying to see the differences between this book and the Poppy War trilogy. I don't know which one is like newer. I think Yellowface is. I don't know. Anyways, but Poppy War takes more like talks more about like physical abuse and like kind of like more physical pain and stuff like that. Well, also of course obviously emotional and like other problems, but it's more abusive. While Yellowface talks more about like emotional stuff, like how you deal with the jealousy, how you go through life, and all that. And I feel like I got sucked in really easily, and like her narrative is just really flows by. And I'm already on chapter I think 5 or something. Like it's not a lot, but it's like 22%. Like this is a very very short book. I feel like, but I really like it. Yeah, I'm on chapter 5, but it's like really quick. There's only like in total like 24 chapters. So it's like a really short book, but I really like how it's going and we kind of get to see the story. And I feel like it's very interesting. Like it's very, very different from the Poppy War trilogy. First of all, the Poppy War trilogy is a fantasy and it was way more abusive. And Yellowface is more it's in the real world. It takes more something that could easily have I guess could have happened in real life. I don't like this is why it's like a lit fic because it could totally be something real, but it isn't. But I just really connect like I don't super connect with the story. It's more like I just like really enjoy reading it and seeing the other side of the world like in the eyes of the author, and that's very interesting. Let me tell you what it's about because you guys just are getting writer, author, that kind of stuff. So if you guys haven't read it, first of all, you should know, guys, Yellowface got the Goodreads Choice Award in 2023. And so yeah, I think it is newer than Poppy War. There's no way that Poppy War was all released 2022 to 2024. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised. It has 3.75 star rating, and it's like not reviewed or rated that much. Well, I don't know. I don't know. My brain is kind of dead right now, so I don't know. But I also see. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so people like I'm now looking at like the reviews and people are saying that they're unsatisfied with the ending, which kind of scares me. But I don't know. Anyways, let me explain it to you guys. So Wet Lies, Wet Lies, Dark Humor, Deadly Consequences. So, Juniper Song is not who she says she is. She didn't write the book she claims she wrote, and she's most certainly not Asian American. So, author June Hayward and Athena Liu were supposed to be twin rising stars. Athena is a literary darling. Hayward is literally nobody. Who wants stories about basic white girls? June thinks. So when June witnesses Athena's death in a freak accident, she acts on impulse. She steals Athena's just finished masterpiece, an experimental novel about the unsung contributions of Chinese laborers during World War One. So what if June edits Athena's novel and sends it to her agent as her own work? So what if she lets her new publisher rebrand it as Juniper Song, complete with an ambiguous ethnic author photo? Doesn't this piece of history deserve to be told, whoever the teller? That's what June claims, and the New York Times bestseller list seems to agree. But June can't get away from Athena's shadow, and emerging evidence threatens to bring June's stolen success down around her. As June races to protect her secret, she discovers exactly how far she'll go to keep what she thinks she deserves. With this totally immersive first-person voice, Yellowface grapples with questions of diversity, racism, and cultural appropriation, as well as the terrifying alienation of social media. So I feel like it could be very interesting, but I'm seeing a lot of people like giving it 3 stars and stuff like that. I don't know. There's also a lot of 4 stars. Like a lot of booktubers that I follow, they or give it 3 or 4 stars. Like Haley Pham, she gave it 4. Destiny gave it 4. Rachel gave it 4. Sarah gave it 3. So we kind of have that kind of going on, but yeah, I still feel like I'm trying not to look at the reviews because I just want to read the book and just see it for myself if I would enjoy it. So we will see. I'm gonna continue reading. I don't think it will take me too long to finish it because it's a very easy and very fast-paced, I feel like, book. You just kind of get sucked in, and it's a really easy narrative. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, hopefully with a bigger update. But yeah, bye bye. Hey, bookwormy. So I haven't updated you guys in a tiny bit of time. Like not like it's only been like a day extra that I haven't updated you guys, but I'm still reading Yellowface. I feel like I'm reading slower nowadays. I feel like because I'm still kind of getting in the slump of because of Onyx Storm, honestly, because I've been getting so many things like on YouTube and on Pinterest of like theories and like fan art and quotes, and I'm really getting sucked in, and I don't know what to do. Like, this book is interesting, obviously. I'm gonna come back to it in a second. Just give me a sec to wallow here. But I don't know. I'm just really looking for, maybe I wanna, after I finish Yellowface, I wanna go for a fantasy, or I don't know. I just feel like Yellowface doesn't deserve it because I'm just such in a mood for Onyx Storm reread already, and I've read a book before, like 2 books before, but obviously, but still, I'm just like, I don't know. And also, I feel like February month, like it's already like in the current day, it's the 6th of February, and I've read 2 books. I don't know. I'm just so used to reading so much, and I feel like now I've set this kind of expectation in my head, and I don't know how to get rid of it because last year I was reading and knocking out books. I was reading 2 books a week, if not more. I was going crazy. I was reading super long ass books and still reading 2 books. I feel like I've really slowed down this year, and there's still this expectation. Like, even though I talk to myself always and to you guys, how I'm like, I want to read quality over quantity this year, but I'm still yearning for the gigantic amount of books I usually read. But then I look and I'm like, Romy, look at it for a second. You have like 16 books finished. And I don't know exactly how many. I haven't checked my Goodreads. I don't know. I have this problem with me, and I want to try to solve it because this year, even though I have set a goal for myself for 130 books, I still want to take my time with it. I don't want to rush it. I want to get to my goal, obviously. Who doesn't? But I want to take my time with it. And honestly, I don't know. But at the same time, I'm also really in a big slump of Honey Storm. Anyways, let's talk about Yellowface because that's what you guys are really looking forward to, I think. I don't know. I'm talking to a camera, so I don't have your answers. But you can comment down below if you guys want to. Okay, anyways, I've been reading Yellowface, and it's actually interesting. It's very easy to read. Like, Hobby War was so traumatic, but I feel like this is more like, oh my god, what's going on? But I like the book. Yeah, I'm 62% through it, and I really like it, and it's really good. I don't want to say too much about it, but the book is progressing really nicely. I really like how the narrative continues and how we're continuing to still see these problems. Like, I was kind of like, after like the big climax at around 50%, I was like, what's gonna be for the rest of the book? Like, because in the synopsis there are a few things talking about how it's gonna continue, but I was like, where are we gonna go from the big climax at 50%? Like, is it gonna slow down or what's gonna happen? But I feel like maybe it's gonna continue and still get interesting. Like, I read till 62%, so I'm pretty good. But I don't know. And it's also my like Kindle. Maybe like sometimes on my Kindle it shows like how many hours and minutes I have left of reading. It calculates like my reading speed and uses it to tell me. And it's saying that I have like around like 1 hour and 42 minutes. I think like 2 hours to finish it. So I think I'm gonna be good. I want to knock out a bit of it because yeah. But actually, like during the mornings, I'm so used to like taking my phone and listening to music or something. But now in the mornings, I actually take my Kindle and read and try to get through the book. So maybe I'm not slowing. I think maybe I'm just slowing down because I'm trying to enjoy the books more rather than just knock books out because I feel like that's kind of how it's been last year. Though I did find a lot of my favorites like Fourth Wing, Shatter Me. Yeah, a lot of my books came last year. A lot of my favorite books, but I don't know. I think I could still find a lot of new favorite books this year if I just look for in the right places and look for what I like, which is usually like fantasy, like very high crazy fantasy, not like Powerless. That's less of my vibe. But I feel like Red Queen could become a new favorite, and maybe Olivia Blake could become a favorite. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens, and we're gonna get a new R.F. Kuang book, so maybe that could like Catabasis. I'm so excited for that. Whenever it comes out, I am getting that book. I'm gonna read it because I'm really excited. I don't know, R.F. Kuang. Even though I've only read Poppy War by her and now Yellowface, I still feel like I want to enjoy some more of her books. And she doesn't have that much out. Like, she has Yellowface. She also has Babel. I want to read Babel at some point, but I don't know. It intimidates me. I don't know why. It's just been stuck in my head as something intimidating, and I don't know. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later, hopefully with a bigger update. Maybe I'm starting a new book. Oh, actually, I have started another book on my phone because I didn't have Yellowface on my phone, and I was like, I need to read something else in addition. Like, I want to read something else. And I was looking, and I was like, I want to read something by Christina Lauren. And I was trying to read Love in Other Words because I've heard so many great things about it, but I couldn't find it. So I've moved on, and I'm reading The Soulmate Equation by them. I always get confused how like they're 2 people, but they created a pet name called Christina Lauren. But it's really good. I like it. I'm currently only like 1% of it. I literally just started. No judging me here. I don't get what's going on yet, but I think it can be interesting. I don't know what the main character like what her position is. Like, she kind of seems to me like she's a scientist or something, but I don't know because she talks about like this 62% thing. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I think it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna probably soon put it into my Goodreads and Fable and Notion. I have too many apps, and then I was looking for more. I have a problem. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you guys later, hopefully with a big update. But yeah, bye bye. Hey, bookwormies. So, I'm back. I haven't talked to you guys in like 2 days, mainly because I had a lot of like I literally filmed for you guys, but then my microphone kind of died and there was some problems, and then I couldn't really, and then I had like some stuff to do. But anyways, we're back and we're here to update you guys finally. Um, so pretty much, guys, it's gonna be the last update because I have a lot of new videos coming up. You excited? This video, like, I have so many videos that I've been in the middle of. One that I've literally been filming for like I feel like a whole month. Whatever. Anyways, guys, we're here for an update on what I've been reading and all of that. So first of all, guys, I have officially finished Yellowface. Anybody proud of me? Anybody here? Anyways, it's not that like you should be proud, whatever. Okay. Anyways, guys, I finished Yellowface a few days ago, and honestly, towards the ending was kind of getting a bit creepy. I will not lie, but I really liked the book. The writing style was very quick. I really liked the narrative. Like what was going on was really nice. And actually, like I was looking at the reviews, and like the main reason why some people didn't give it like a high rating was because the ending was very out there, very like open ended. It didn't really end like, and this is why kids or like something like that. It was just like a very like abrupt kind of more ending. But I still really liked it, and it was still really easy to get through. Like I literally got through it in 3 days, which I feel like it's pretty good. And especially since this is kind of like a literary fiction, I think I liked it quite a lot. Like I really liked how it went, and I want to see if I can find more books in this kind of genre. I don't think this is literary fiction, but whatever. And I gave it in the end a 4.5 stars, which is pretty good, I think. But yeah, so we have Yellowface out of the way. Next, I read The Cheat Sheet. This is another Sarah Adams book. After I finished Practice Makes Perfect, I wanted to read another by her, but I had promised my friend that we were going to buddy read the next book next month. I got stuck, so then I was like, okay, let's see what else she has. She probably has some other book except for that little small series, and she did. She has a Cheat Sheet series. It's 2 books. The second book, I don't get who it's going to be by, but anyways, this is not the point. First, we have first book, Cheat Sheet. I really like this book. I literally read it in like, well, kind of like 2 days, I guess. And like I really, really loved it. It was really good. Like, okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a bit, but like I gave it 4.5 stars, which is really good considering it's a romance. And I feel like I don't rate romances like 5 stars, all of them. But this one, I don't know. I liked the friendship vibe and the gang of the sharks with her. Like, I don't know, it just gave me such a vibe. It kind of reminds me with how like from the Boys of Thomas series, how like Johnny's like group of like rugby players are really nice to Shannon, and they're just like really out there. But these ones are really a bit more crazy, but I really liked it and kind of gave me like a found family aspect. I don't know, it's more like a found friends aspect, but I just loved it. It was so fun. And the ending, wow, I was like, wow, really sudden, but I was like, I'm here for it. I'm here for it because I still really liked it, and I really liked the story. It was so easy to get through, and honestly, pretty good for like a romance. So I really like Sarah Adams' writing style, as you guys might be able to see by how I'm talking about it. But anyways, now I'm currently reading a book. This was after my bestie Altana. She was texting me. She was like, "Girl, I'm reading this book and it's so good." And I'm like, "What is it? I have nothing to read. I need something new because after I read the cheat sheet, I had no idea what to read." And she was like, "Here it is." And I was like, "You know what? Just I'm gonna start it." Also because I had nothing to read and I needed some idea. But I started reading it, and actually, it's not too bad. It's called "I'll Give You the Sun." It's not super popular. Like I've literally, except from her, I've never heard of it, like ever. But that's totally okay. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna read it because what else do I have to do here, guys? What do I have a life? No. So I started reading it, obviously, and it's already like the second day that I've been reading this, and honestly, I like it. It has a very unique writing style. Like it's very different from what I usually like read, but I feel like it's really good narrative. Like it's pretty easy and very nice to read. But I will say the truth, the start was kind of slow for me. I don't know why. The start just like I was like, is something gonna happen today, or are we just gonna sit here and ignore everything? So I was like, I didn't really get what was going on, and I was just like, it's kind of slow. But then after I got through like kind of halfway through the first chapters, and honestly, is it just me or do the chapters are very long? Or maybe I just haven't noticed, like maybe they just passed through. I don't know. But anyways, I really like the book, and it took a very nice narrative. I don't know how it's gonna continue. Also, I want to ask, who guys is your favorite twin? Because the story kind of goes in like 2 point of views of 2 twins that are trying to get into an art school because it's mainly starts because their mom has a passion for art. Okay, but yeah, so that's kind of interesting, and I think like for sure, as I started reading it, and after we went to the second chapter about the second like twin, I right away knew that Noah was my favorite twin. I was like, girl, there's no point. I already know Noah's my favorite twin because I don't know. There's just something about Jude that I was just like, she's okay, but she's just not my favorite character right now. But yeah. Anyways, I'm actually, let me check how much percent I'm through it. I'm not 50 for sure not, and I sometimes take a break from it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind of like getting really deserted because I've been reading a lot and I'm just like kind of overstimulated. But whatever. I'm 39% through it, and I like it, but I don't know if it's gonna be my favorite book. That I don't know. But anyways, guys, I guess I'll see you guys next time because we are officially finished with this video. I don't think I filmed for a week. No, I didn't. For sure not. But that's okay, right? Right? No, maybe I almost did. I don't remember when I started reading it, the book, when I started filming with you guys, but that's totally okay. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you had fun seeing me just mood read after the craziness of Onyx Storm. I'm talking to you, Rebecca. Rebecca, you really tried to murder us with this book. You butchered me. I cried. And I'll just say one word. Indarna. Stop. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And get ready for February. I have a few excited videos coming out that I've been planning since January, some that I've been filming since January. So that's pretty exciting. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.